My friend, today we talk about something that is quite common to every expat. Be alone. Be alone during a terrible time like COVID right now. It's tricky. There are tons of videos. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm not talking about solitude in terms of issue. I'm talking about building a routine. So you find the tons of more knowledgeable people around talking about it, but I want to share my own experience. I always like sport, but I like a more adrenaline kind of sports, and I get bored quite quickly. So I'm talking about my own experience. My own experience is based on open your mind on something that you never considered before. So weather, as I told you in another video, can be a problem. Sometimes you move and you work in a place where the weather is completely different than your own. You don't know how to cope with that. If you run and outside is snowing, you could. There is a tons of people that does, but I'm not the kind of. And actually, I'm not really in love with running, and so I'm just sharing my experience on be open mind and consider things that you never considered before, like I did. For me, it was skipping rope. Skipping rope works exceptionally for me for two reasons. If outside is raining, I just find a garage or some place that is covered, and in 20 minutes I warm up. It can be seen as a standalone routine or as part of a trainer, doesn't matter. But it's a good way to is having tons of benefit that I didn't know about, strengthening the bones, a lot of things that I wasn't expecting, or at least visionary claim or certain research. But I see a lot of video about skipping rope with expensive ropes. No, get one cheap, enjoy, and just give it a try. Don't give up. The key of that, of skipping rope, is never give up. Go slowly, jump in a decent way. Pay attention where you jump because sometimes you need to find a place that is a bit soft. And so you just for your ankle, nothing more. And start slow. Don't try to do too long because you need to get your calf and everything ready for that. Go slowly. Try you. That worked for me also because is weatherproof. You can find a place where you can skip the rope. It's not a big deal, and actually engage really well with core. And another things that work out for my own routine, Nintendo Switch is having fitted box. I try to approach to boxing. I got 1-to-1 lesson, were too expensive, I couldn't make it, and I got the basic, and so I approached that understanding the stance, how to move, and later on I tried to do shadow boxing, but you don't have always a mirror in front of you. You're struggling to judge yourself. There are tons of good YouTube channel. Fight Tips is one. There are tons or really good boxer that give away tons of content for free. The last one that can suggest something as a newbie, but if you use the Nintendo Switch, I know that is an expensive toy, but if by mistake you decide to go down that path, pay attention because it give you a lot of bad habits too. And so uh, it's based on you because the game itself is well structured and keep the basic right. And so if you see the instructor is always in the right stance, but playing it's easy to cheat a bit. For example, if you have a TV too high, you start to put the chin up, and it's not right. Sometimes, if your form is not perfect, I mean, as a style, it's anyway scoring points, and it's easy to go down the wrong path. Try also to think about knees. Keep always the right stance, but get shoes that rotate. So there are boxing shoes, but pay attention to running shoes because they can give a bit of trouble on the knees. And try to watch, learn, and compare always. So these were the tricks that worked for me to build a routine, because actually when you're alone, the routine is what save you. And I do really suggest to build your own based on your own experience, but don't let the weather to ruin your plans. And so sometimes you wake up, you see outside snowing, it's terrible the weather, you don't want to do nothing, and it's wrong. Another suggestion is don't do to-do list, do time boxing. Time boxing is a good technique, works like a charm. And the last suggestion that I give you as a spot, I was reading a book that was defining action faking. That means sometimes you think too much on what to do, or you do things with the idea to achieve a target, but you are not actually doing what you need to do. And in a book, Unscripted, was a good book. He was talking, for example, about people that open a company, buy a perfect table to imagine to sign off contracts in there, and is all based on future action instead of them focusing on getting the first customer. It's something that I see related to expats as well. Sometimes you could spend too much time thinking what to do, and career-wise as well. In my field, sometimes you think which certification to do, what is better. You spend more time on that than actually do it something. And so I know that just do it is a marketing term, but it's quite is hitting the nail in the head. And so don't think too much what to do, just do, and try to build your routine house work for you. I read once that fitness is personal and everybody does have something. It's not mandatory to do fitness. A walk is perfect. Just try to move, because it's a forma mentis. It's something that you need to keep moving, because it's the core of an expat. You went abroad because you have a project. There are times where it will be tough and you'll be challenged, and everything didn't work out as you wish. It's just normal. You just need to react and work on your routine. Especially sometimes working from home, there is also a social aspect where there is less interaction. You feel your friends too far. You check Facebook and you see wonderful images of life at the beach, and you are in a place where it's raining all day long. It happens. Just focus, stay focused, do, and build a routine. Doesn't matter, skip rope or not, whatever. But if you buy a skip rope, my suggestion, get one with the head that is rotating. So it's way easier. And doesn't matter if it's fast skipping, whatever. Just take one that is having the head rotating. And just enjoy, keep it up, and never give up. Okay? Cheers. Bye bye.